Hello, welcome in. Today is March 17th, 2024, St. Patrick's Day. You're wearing green. I've got some green on. And today is day 67 of 100 days, 100 ways, trails taken. This is kind of a part of the question from yesterday, so still kind of under astrology. Have you ever looked at your birth chart? Yes or no? I always have to laugh because it's like, what's your sign, man? But there's a whole lot, as I was saying yesterday, there's a whole lot more to it. And I cannot remember which. Oh, I think it's in Korea. Well, Korea, they say your gestation period is 10 months. This is South Korea, which is interesting. And then something else, somebody I interviewed the other day was saying about how the chart goes back, I think 3 months, how they do it, 3 months before your birth date. So the energies of those things begin to create who you are, which is super interesting. And there's probably something else even more substantial to it, maybe if we knew our conception date, right? The day that we were, I think it comes under not just, the egg and the sperm, but the actual day of realization, the day of when our soul, decides this is the right body to be in. This is the mother and father that I need to have. These are going to be the experiences I have. So yeah, I would like to look a little bit more into the the things that were happening while I was in utero, while I was still in the womb, because those have to come into effect in some way also, because we have, the energies that are happening, how the mother's feeling, the things that are going on in the world. She absorbs those, consumes those, lives those, feels those, and then of course so do we, right? So yeah, the birth chart's interesting, and I do believe there's a couple different ones. There's different kinds of astrology, sidereal and Western, so different, like little bit different understandings of things, which is, I don't know, I'd like to know more about all of them. Let's see. The birth chart, yes, it looks super confusing, especially when you first look at it. There's places you can go online and punch in your birth date and your time and the place where you were born, and it will print it up for you. So it's interesting just to see, the planets are in different places in the sky, obviously, during the year, during millennia, right? Like, which is the slowest planet? I think maybe Pluto is the slowest planet to go around the sun. Maybe it takes like 220 years or something, like quite a long time. So, as I said before, right, the harmonics, the reflections of the vibrations, the way in which our solar system works together, right? Yeah, it's just, each planet has its own kind of meaning. Each planet belongs to a certain house, I guess that's what you call them, like a zodiacal house. They are all numbered also, and each house has its own meaning, its own energies, I guess, that go along with it. Like one might be relationships, and the other one might be your career, and the other one might be your purpose, and like where these things are in our birth chart. It's pretty interesting to see how some of them are, you know, not everything, of course, lines up with us, but for myself, when I've looked at it, there are a lot of things that definitely fall in line with me. And yeah, things like Mercury retrograde and things like that, right? We all have Mercury in our chart. We all have everything in our chart. It's just a matter of, you know, what goes together, what's bouncing off one another, what is like what's being shown, you can work with these things. And it doesn't have to be, you know, it's not fortune telling, it's not that, it's just, if we can go somewhere and we can read something and it says, Aries, I'm an Aries. Aries is a strong leader. Okay, I used to rebel against that because I didn't want to be a leader. I was afraid to be a leader. So noticing that, these things, right? When you read them about yourself, and as I said before, you know, we don't just go by our sun sign because that's, you know, the main thing. That's the time of year that we're being born, but lots of other things are at play. So yeah, it's super interesting. I can't remember, it's called Astro Cafe, I think it's called, astrocafe.com, where you can just go, there's lots of them, but that's the one that I had used myself, just to see and to get an understanding of what astrology is about even, and to find myself in those lines and take what resonates with me and leave the rest, because not every Aries is going to be exactly the same, right? We have a lot of similar traits, sure, but of course our experiences shape us into who we are. So yeah, just something fun to look at, something to play with, something to a new way of understanding ourselves. Yeah, I think when you just look at it, and there's still lessons to be gleaned there. There's still understandings to be had, whether you're using it as a woo-woo tool or you're just using it as some way to further understand who you are or how we are or why we are. Yeah, more tools the better, I think. But it can be overwhelming and it can be confusing, so it's good to have, you know, different places to go, different people to talk to, who have a strong understanding of the things. Because if you don't know, yeah, it's hard to like dig out the things that we need for ourselves. And well, it's just fun. It's fun and it's informative and it's interesting, and it can help you connect to the sky. It can help connect you to our solar system, because it's out there. It's not like it's a pretend thing, right? It's there. And the zodiacal man, right? Yeah, super interesting. I'm going to look at that actually, the zodiacal man within the health, and see where my birth chart, you know, maybe certain things are more strongly pronounced. I can't think of any of them right now, of where they fall within the body. I should have brought the book. Anyways, just for my own birth chart, maybe if I have a planet, say in, let's just pick Libra, and I don't know why Libra is coming to me as kidneys, but that might be completely wrong, but let's just go with that for right now. So if the Libra is kidneys, and you know, you have a certain planet in Libra, maybe you have maybe stronger kidneys, or maybe you have problems with your kidneys. I don't know, because I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm definitely going to look at it because I'm interested to know. And you know, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something that we can look at and see the things that are maybe weaker in us or stronger in us just because of the birth chart and how it works. So stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be checking that out, and I will I'll get back to you on that one. Okay? All right. yeah, go play. Go check it out too, because it's interesting, right? You don't have to take it seriously, or you can take it to heart. However you want to do it is completely up to you, of course. So until tomorrow, I guess that will be the end of our conversation for today. So for day 68, yeah, tomorrow will be day 68. Be well.